Всем привет, с вами Лениум, и мы продолжаем проходить третий наш. У меня тут какое-то время были проблемы со звуком. Сейчас я вроде уже решил. Вот, наконец-то смогу общаться. Хотя некоторые комментарии были бы, да исчезли. Итак, что у нас там оставалось по плану? Излечение Генофага.
Full stop. Hostiles detected at the landing coordinates.
Joker, what have you got?
Sensors show a Reaper parked at the Shroud facility. No way you're gonna be able to land a shuttle there.
Get everyone assembled in the war room. I want eyes on the Shroud.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
New form of Reaper, Shepard, using Shroud to poison Tuchanka's atmosphere. Problematic.
They want to fight. They just got one.
Primarch, we're gonna need your help.
That could be difficult. Our losses on Palaven have been catastrophic.
We're doing this for Palaven. No one said it would be easy.
What do you have in mind?
A combined attack. Your people hit the Reaper with an airstrike. Rex, at the same time, your soldiers will be attacking from the ground. Together, you can draw it away from the tower.
Yes, distraction. Small team can reach Shroud facility, finish synthesizing cure. We'll need Eve to come with us.
We've never faced a Reaper up close like this. Everyone on board?
There's even a doubt? Let's move, Pyjack. It's time to cure the genophage.
Commander, incoming message marked urgent. I'll put it in the comm room for you.
Dalatras.
Commander Shepard, we know you've reached Tuchanka. And by now, I imagine Morden Solus has proposed using the Shroud.
You spying on us?
Hardly. The Shroud is the only viable course of action open to you. Commander, you can't allow your misguided sympathy for the Krogan to cloud your judgment. Do you honestly believe curing the genophage will end in lasting peace?
We have to give the Krogan that chance. We can't condemn an entire race to extinction based on what might happen.
What will happen is the Krogan will reproduce out of control. We uplifted them specifically for their violent nature, not their diplomatic skills. Another war is inevitable.
Вот,
What do you want,
они такие
Dalatras?
сделали,
Years
такими
ago,
сделали
our
Кроган.
operatives sabotaged the
теперь
Shroud
пытаются
facility
их
to
убить.
ensure what you're planning couldn't be done.
Просто
Morden will
обрекли
likely
целую расу
detect this
на
malfunction and repair
умирание.
it. But if you ensure that he doesn't,
Боятся
then the
взять на
cure's
себя
liability will be
ответственность.
altered just enough so that it fails. No one will notice the change.
You mean trick the Krogan?
They need not be any the wiser. Let Erdnot Rex believe you fulfilled your promise.
Morden would never stand for that.
How you deal with him is up to you, Commander. We can provide you our very best scientists to build the Crucible, and the full support of our fleets.
If I sabotage the cure.
Think about it, Commander. The choice is yours.
Ну-ну, выбор за нами. Так, да, связи. Сейчас новенького. Ты сам должен быть. Нет, я смотрю за сам. Ага. Так, в это все вроде было настроено. Так. Угу. Угу. Стоп. Я. Так, что посмотреть по поводу сюрикена? Облегчение. 8. Нет, да, пускай будет 0. Так, что бы здесь такого творить? Так. 4 сюда. Эффективность 50%. Ну, нет, тогда уж лучше вот это. Так, 4, но есть такое изменение. Ужасно. Гарус. Давайте тебе вот так. И, пожалуй, вот так.
I've ordered the clans to assemble at the Hollows. It's our sacred meeting ground. We'll land there and take an armored convoy against the Reaper. This will be the defining moment of Krogan history.
Krogan history filled with defining moments, most bloody. Hope this one better.
Commander, you seem troubled.
I got a message from...
Rex, it's Reeve. The Reapers are already at the Hollows. Come out with guns blazing.
Hang on tight. We're heading in.
Shepard, keep them away from the female. I'll sort out what's happening with the other clans.
Да, пробуем задавить. Да.
Everyone pick your targets and keep an eye on our 6. Now move!
Here they come.
Push forward. Don't let them get up.
Shepard, it's ugly over here. Whatever you do, keep them away from the female.
Да, собака.
First Paladin now here.
More incoming! Only a few enemies remain.
They'll sing battle songs about this someday. Reaper blood has finally soaked our soil.
We have to get to the Shroud. The airstrike is on its way.
Female safe, Shepard. Vitals are strong.
What's a Solarian to it? Nobody said anything about this.
Multiple Krogan. Problematic.
His name is Morden Solus. He's here to cure the Genophage.
His kind gave us the Genophage. Why should we trust him? Because I do. And so will you.
Enough!
You can stay here and let old wounds fester as Krogan have always done. Or you can fight the enemy you were born to destroy, and win a new future for our children. I choose to fight. Who will join me?
I will.
And so will I. Now hold your heads high like true Krogan. There's a Reaper that needs killing!
vector to the shroud is locked. We're 10 minutes out and counting.
Copy that, Artemek. We're on our way, trying to make up lost time. Shepard out.
Reed isn't the only Krogan who wants revenge for the Genophage, Rex. You'll have to placate them somehow.
I'll demand the Council return some of our old territory. We'll need room to expand. Recapture the glory of the Ancients.
Glory of Ancients led to Krogan rebellions, countless deaths, creation of Genophage. Expansion plan, problematic.
I'd say helping defeat the Reapers would be worth a new planet.
Or 10. You haven't seen how fast we can pop them out.
Rex.
What? With the Genophage cured, we'll have a lot of catching up to do.
Commander, on the shuttle, was there something you were going to say?
The Dalitras tried to cut a secret deal with me.
What kind of deal?
She said they sabotaged the Shroud years ago. The cure won't work unless we fix it.
Years ago, our operatives sabotaged the Shroud facility to ensure what you're planning couldn't be done.
And she thought we wouldn't know better?
Correctly. Would likely have fooled tests, but familiar with STG work, can adjust. Did not come this far for nothing.
You just spared our race another genocide, Commander.
I told you we could count on her. Why are we stopping?
Ага. Дороги, что ли, дальше нет? Конечно, нет. Но прежде чем по этому поводу бежать и вести диалоги, стоит пробежаться, собрать все, что здесь валяется. А валяется здесь достаточно немало. И есть даже некоторые интересные вещи.
Rex, you and Morden stay with Eve. It's looking ugly out here.
Will do.
Ага, масок нет. Пистолеты.
Look at that Reaper. The end of the world out there.
Whatever you shoot with it belongs to me.
Ага, мало дробовик.
Remember to bring it back when you're done.
Так, по-моему, здесь надо было.
How are we supposed to fight a war?
What's the holdup?
Road's out. The convoy can't make it through.
Turian Wing Artemek, this is Shepard. We've been delayed. Hold off your attack.
Negative, Commander. Our approach is locked. The Reaper already knows we're here.
Плохо дело. Вариант уже кинулись в атаку.
An airstrike alone won't do it. We have to get in that fight.
Damn it! I don't care if we have to build a new road. We are going! Shepard!
I've lost control. I can't pull up.
Ах ты ж.
Shepard, what's happening?
Rex! Get the female out of here now!
Ну что ж, по крайней мере, воздушный
Do you copy?
сосочник
We
был
have to
проект.
report, Commander. That Reaper's tearing us to pieces.
Understood. Save your pilots. We'll find another way. Rex, are you receiving this? Is everyone okay?
Yeah, just scratches. Nothing the Solarian can't patch up. Reeves' truck made it out too.
The Turians had to call off the airstrike. We'll need a new plan for dealing with the Reaper.
First, we'll have to find you. Where did you end up?
Underground. We see ruins of some kind.
Commander, that's the city of the Ancients.
How do we get out?
No maps exist. It's been abandoned for thousands of years.
You're a trailblazer, Shepard. Get through there and we'll find a place to meet up. Nothing will stop this cure.
Ты прав, Рекс, ничто не мешает. Но в этих местах стоит полазить повнимательнее. Здесь есть более рельефы, статуи. Можно новую интересную информацию почитать. Ой, как так.
curious. It seems Krogan were once capable of artistic expression.
Right up until the minute they blew themselves to pieces.
Ну, не знаю, как по поводу сами себя, а вот вариант им точно не предложили ни одно.
There it is again. That didn't feel like a tremor to me.
Rex, are you guys feeling these tremors?
Not up here.
It could be something else, Commander. It is said that Kalros, the mother of all Thresher Maws, lives in this region.
Which is another reason to get your ass out of there, Shepard. Step on it.
Kalros, the mother of all Thresher Maws, does not sound encouraging.
When the Krogan name a Thresher Maw, you know you're in trouble. They don't think anyone's ever going to kill it.
О, а вот и она.
Wild guess says that's Kalros.
Likely not to scale either. Perhaps we should leave this area.
Помимо этого, здесь неплохие деньги дают за излечение, то есть по 8 с лишним тысяч. Нормально так. Уже 24 тысячи с копеечками. Ох ты, опустошитель.
More Ragni.
There are bound to be more than just the ones we killed. Rex, we've got Ragni here. Keep an eye out.
I know. A few of them just attacked us. All that matters is getting to that shroud. Find us fast.
О, свет в конце туннеля.
Daylight detected ahead.
But now, this is new. Part of Chichanka that isn't rubble.
One wonders what the Krogan might have become if they'd avoided nuclear war.
Rex, we made it back outside.
Well, if you can see sunlight, that's progress.
And the color green. Plant life was assumed dead in this ecosystem.
You're looking at hope, all that's left of the haunted Chunka. This is once a world full of beauty. Given a chance, it can be again.
Shepard, that Reaper is still up to no good at the shroud. Find a way out of there and we'll pick you up.
We're on it.
How we actually deal with the Reaper will be another matter.
Придумаем.
Movement ahead!
I see them!
Another quake. It seems Kalros is not a myth. Stay sharp.
More enemies ahead!
We've got one of the big ones!
And he brought reinforcements! area is clear.
Rex, you're right about Calros. She's on the move.
Yeah, we've got some ideas on that. What?
Not now, Rex. The commander has enough to worry about.
What's happening?
Some crazy idea we can talk about later. Just worry about getting out of there right now. Shepard, looks like we got a bridge up ahead. Try to find it, and we'll pick you up there.
We're a little preoccupied right now.
I didn't say it would be easy.
Зараза.
Shepard, we're coming under the bridge. Get down here and we can get to the shrine. Calros!
Rex?
Ох ты ж.
Territorial instinct confirmed.
She's not gonna get us.
Вашу маму, небось, назад. Раз здоровых хреновина. Не, мы в первой части, во второй части видели молотильщика. Но вот таких вот габаритов.
And the thing is, I bet Rex is enjoying this.
Threats like that explain why there's no such thing as weak Krogan. Hostiles ahead!
I'm on it.
Shepard, we've almost lost Calros. Get down from there and we'll find you.
Он уже практически нашел. Осталось только заблудиться. Ага.
Shepard, get over here. Reeve, keep an eye out for that mall. I don't want it sneaking up on us.
Make it quick, Rex.
We're exposed.
Move it!
It's Calros!
Да ладно.
Move, Shepard!
We're in! Go!
What about Reeve?
No way he survived that. And he was a pain in the ass anyway. Now let's finish this. There's a Reaper waiting for us.
We no longer possess the firepower to defeat a Reaper.
I know we've beaten the odds before. But getting to that tower, I don't know.
We're curing the Genophage no matter what it takes. Everything my people will ever be depends on it.
And I hope this idea you were talking about is a good one.
It was hers, actually.
Calros. We summon her to the Reaper.
Would that even work?
Already discussed strategy. Just need to distract Reaper. Draw it from tower while Cure synthesized, released.
What makes you so sure she'll come?
Legends say she is the mother from which all other Thresher Maws spawned. This is as much her home as ours.
If Tuchanka has a temper, Calros is it. Nobody's ever faced her and survived.
I've taken some risks in my time, but this seems crazy.
And going head-to-head with Sovereign didn't? This is the only way to get to that tower and release the Cure. There's no other choice.
But how would we summon her?
The tower was built in an arena devoted to Calros' glory. The Solarians thought she would scare away intruders.
Appears to have worked.
There are 2 Maw hammers there, the largest in existence. If you can activate them, Calros will come. That should distract the Reaper.
Meanwhile, laboratory nearby. We'll finish synthesizing Cure.
Let's make sure we all get out of here alive. We're gonna have one hell of a story to tell.
Wait! I want you to know that no matter what happens, you've been a champion to the Krogan people, a friend of Clan Erdnot, and a sister to me. To every Krogan born after this day, the name Shepherd will mean hero. Now, let's show them why. Go! I've got this! I am Erdnot Rex, and this is my planet!
See you on the other side.
Stay alive, Shepherd. We'll have Cure ready.
Let's get in there!
Someone has to raise those maw hammers before you can use them.
We're kind of busy, Rex.
Lucky for you, I'm here. I'll handle it.
О, ресторан. Обычно неплохой пистолетик.
Shepherd, some luck. Original strain in storage. Preparing the Cure now.
Make it quick, Morton. They're all over us out here.
Off to the left.
Everyone all right?
Systems are intact.
Fine here. Did we just get shot by a Reaper?
Consider that practice.
Okay, Shepherd. I raised the hammers. You have to activate both of them. My advice is avoid the giant laser.
Stick to cover.
I'm not sure cover's going to work. Hard to believe we're really doing this.
Don't stop!
Ух ты, отлично.
Commander, this is Artie McQueen. We'll try to give that Reaper something else to shoot at.
I knew they would.
Their timing is impeccable.
Go,
Да,
let's push ahead.
Турианцы молодцы, выручили.
Up on our left, one of the hammers.
The other one is to the right.
Ага, сразу. Ой, вот этот... Я не учи. Вашу. Ах ты ж скотина.
Morton, hit the first hammer. How's it coming?
Almost have Cure. Eve's vital signs dropping. Trying to compensate.
Second hammer's on the other side.
Shepherd, get that second hammer going.
There's a Reaper in my way, Rex!
I know, you can always...
Раздавить и не заметят.
Go! Get back to the truck! I'll take care of the Cure!
я какой-то. Она больше не выживет. Все, хорошо, брать. Вот после такого точно никто не выживет. Ничего не скажешь. Красиво. Шикарно сделана игра.
Morden, is the cure ready?
Yes, loaded for dispersal in 2 minutes. Procedure traumatic for Eve, but not lethal. Maitland's research invaluable.
She's okay?
Headed to safety now. Her survival fortunate. Will stabilize new government should Rex get any ideas. Good match. Promising future for Krogan.
Damn!
Control room at top of Shroud Tower. Must take elevator up.
You're going up there?
Yes, manual access required. Have to counteract STG sabotage. Ensure cure dispersed properly.
Morden, this whole thing is coming apart. There's gotta be another way.
Remote bypass impossible. STG countermeasures in place. No time to adjust cure for temperature variance. No other option. Not coming back. Suggest you get clear. Explosion likely to be problematic.
Morden, no.
Shepard, please. Need to do this. My project, my work, my cure. My responsibility. Would have liked to run tests on the seashells.
I'm sorry.
I'm not. Had to be me. Someone else might have gotten it wrong.
Temperature now within acceptable range. Dispersal commencing.
Personal science studies range from urban to agrarian. I am the very model of...
A long time ago, my father betrayed me in this place. His own son. He tried to kill me, so I had to kill him. Right over there. That's what the Genophage reduced us to. Animals. But you changed that today, Shepard.
Now we'll fight for our children, not against them. It's just a pity Morden had to die.
He wouldn't have had it any other way. And I'm sure wherever he is, he's putting in a good word for us.
We'll name one of the kids after him. Maybe a girl.
But you, Commander, we can thank you in person.
Tell the Turians I'll be deploying troops to Palaven immediately. And when you're ready to kick the Reapers off Earth, you let me know. The Krogan are back in business.
Goodbye, Commander.
What will you do now?
Spread the hope you've given us. Even now, there are clans gathering in the Kelphic Valley. I'll go speak to them and make sure this gift isn't squandered. Thank you for all that you've done. And know that Erdnot Bakara calls you a friend.
Hell of a thing you just pulled off, Commander. Curing the Genophage. I never thought I'd see the day.
Rex has agreed to help the Turians, Admiral. We should get their full support.
I take it that leaves the Solarians out of the equation.
The cost of their support was too high, sir.
Well, I'll defer to your judgment on that, Commander. Let's hope we don't need them. Hackett, out.
Ничего, когда жареным запахнет, я не буду помогать.
Commander, Erdnot Rex has begun sending troops to Palaven. You kept your end of the bargain, and now I'll keep mine. The Turian hierarchy will stand with humanity against the Reapers.
I'm glad we can help each other out. It's the only way we're gonna defeat the Reapers.
That much is certain. To that end, several dry dock ships are ready to help build the Crucible. Garrus will coordinate them.
Yes, sir.
And when the time comes to deploy it, the full measure of our fleet will be there for Earth. May the spirits watch over us all.
I'll start managing Turian support right away, Shepard. You must be exhausted. Morden dying, it can't be easy.
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
We both know you need a clear head to win a war. There's no room for mistakes here. You should catch some shut-eye. Besides, I know where you sleep. We'll wake you if anything comes up.
If you insist.
Опять эти кошмары. Причем с каждым разом они будут становиться все страшнее и страшнее. Видите, здесь уже есть тени. Когда к ним подходишь, они начинают разговаривать. Это то, что говорил Кайден.
It's open.
Shepard, there's something you need to hear.
All right.
Is this a bad time?
Thinking of some friends who aren't around thanks to this war.
That's thanks to the Reapers, not you. Are you thinking about anyone in particular?
Caden back on Vermeer. He died buying us time to defeat Sovereign. Seeing what we're up against now, he might think his sacrifice was in vain.
You know Caden would never think that.
Yeah. That's one more reason I miss him. Didn't you have something for me?
The Solarian Counselor has an urgent matter.
Let me guess. He called the comm room.
The Council must be taking the Crucible seriously. I'll see you downstairs.
Commander, there is something we should discuss, if you are finished rewriting history.
I made my decision, Counselor. There's not much anyone can do about it now.
Yes. We're going to have billions more Krogan in the galaxy. It's a good thing you saved my life once, Shepard. Otherwise, well... I have concerns about humanity's representative, Counselor Udina. My agents have discovered that he's using his authority to move vast sums of money. For what purpose? We're not sure.
If Udina's dirty, it's best we get to the bottom of it fast.
Agreed. Come to the Citadel. We will review the evidence and discuss this in private. Valorn out.
Commander, Admiral Hackett's available on VidCom.
Commander Shepard, something you need to talk about?
What's our state of readiness, Admiral?
I won't lie, Shepard. We're bogged down. Things aren't looking good in most sectors. We need to increase the tempo and chalk up some wins, otherwise... this won't end well for the human race. Or any race.
What about the extra help we picked up along the way?
The Krogan and Turians have obviously been a big help. Urdnot Rex running the show is a bonus for us. And that female Krogan you rescued is rallying more support from the other clans. I'm glad you disabled that bomb in Tuchanka. We could have lost a lot of Krogan support as it is. We picked up some Turian troops.
Good to hear. How about the Solarians?
Interesting wrinkle. We've been getting back-channel commitments from the strike teams within STG. They're promising to back us.
Even after I cured the genophage?
Our intel suggests there are cracks developing between the military and the politicians. These STG guys know the score. They're not going to jeopardize the entire Solarian Union just because some Delatras didn't get her way.
No.
What about Arya's mercenaries?
Arya T'Loak, there's someone I never thought we'd be in bed with. The Blood Pack will be useful. And violent. Mostly Vorcha here. We'll put the Blue Suns to good use. Intel says Darner Vosk is bringing his men, and that they're gunning for a fight. The Eclipse are providing troops and mechs. When we find a Reaper soft spot, they'll help us hit it. Don't want to know how you got Arya's cooperation, but whatever you did, it was worth it.
What about the Rachni?
I wouldn't have believed it, but the Rachni are helping us build the Crucible.
You're kidding.
Turns out they have a knack for weapons of mass destruction. In hindsight, I guess they'd know a thing or two about waging a galactic war.
No problems with them then?
Other than scaring the hell out of our engineers, no. Not a lot of small talk going on there.
Do you know how the other races are doing against the Reapers?
Believe it or not, the Turians and Krogan actually seem to be getting along. Urdnot Rex has deployed troops, and they're giving the Reapers a moment of pause. The Solarians are still hanging on to Surkesh, but the Reapers are starting to breathe down their necks, too.
What about the Asari?
They have to be feeling the heat. The Reapers are moving fast with the obvious intent of taking Thessia. Interestingly, the Reapers are leaving Parnak alone. It's the Yogg homeworld.
We saw Yogg back on Surkesh. Didn't look too happy.
Well, if we lose this war, it might be them running the next cycle. It's easy to forget the Reapers don't destroy every species.
Just the ones who can threaten them. Any word on the Volus and Elcor?
The Turians and the Krogans sent forces to the Volus homeworld, Irun. It might not be enough, but at least they've got Reaper forces bogged down in a nasty ground war. As for Elcor, they're still in the fight, though our projections show the Reapers encroaching on their territory soon.
What happened to the Batarians?
Never stood a chance, hit by the Reapers straight out of the gate. And without any allies to call on, I think the Batarians are history.
Have we heard anything from the Quarians or Geth?
Something might be brewing near the Geth border, but our intel is sketchy. News is getting harder to come by as things get worse.
How do you see us winning this war, Admiral?
By making you the tip of the spear.
I'm flattered, but the Normandy's just one ship.
And a fast one. You can move quickly, hit a target, and leave before the enemy has time to react.
That's an advantage, but can it win a war?
It's the larger principle that matters. We'll never defeat the Reapers in a full frontal assault, Shepard. The battle against Sovereign 3 years ago took everything we had, and that was just one Reaper.
I haven't forgotten.
So I'll find their soft spots, avoid them where they're strong, and hit them where they're not. And when I find gaps in the armor, I'll hammer them with every soldier, ship, and bullet we've got.
How long can we keep that up?
As long as it takes. The reality is, Shepard, everything I'm doing is a delaying action for you. I'm buying us time, keeping us in the game, while you gather what we need for the Crucible. So keep at it.
Nothing more, sir.
Keep me posted. Hack it out.
Так, вот Матрекс. Турианцы. Ну что ж, индекс готовности, сила боеготовности уже выше минимальной. Но чем больше, тем будет лучше в конце. Тем будет проще победить. Так, там была еще почта. Ну и можно пробежаться, поговорить о Излечить.
Commander, Admiral Hackett has requested your help with a Cerberus fighter base on Novaria.
Обязательно займемся, но чуть попозже. Ага. Голливуд, ну такой кровь. Надежда Джу. Спасибо, Шерон. Так, автоматическая рассылка группы колонистов. Зря тоже побеседуем. Получена новая сила. Колониста надежды. Так, что мне там? Фактику он перечислил. Да. Так, жалко, что пока выше 5-го уровня нельзя развить оружие. Посмотрим, что здесь есть. Так, спектры. 135 000, да? Дробовик, снайперка. Ладно, пойдем дальше. Пулеметы. Волган. Всех легких материалов. Возьмем. Броня не нужна. Шершень. Во второй части шершень был шикарным пистолетом. Здесь он похуже. Это не надо. Пожалуй, шершень я пока возьму. Глянем, что из него может выйти. Пистолет, пулемет, 3-й уровень. Берем. Запас транспилина берем. Так. О, клык. Вещь интересная, но, к сожалению, абсолютно бесполезная. Ну, этим я не пользуюсь. Это мне тоже не интересно. Так, урон от оружия, урон от попадания в голову. Сверхлегкий материал надо. Прицелы. Ну, радиатор, в принципе, можно взять. О, щиты. Берем. Термозаряды. Снайперка берем. Дробовик. Пистолет. Берем. Так, да. Ничего всего нового. Так, есть урон. Так. Ну вот у него вес большой, хотя шикарная скорострельность. Меткость тоже относительно неплохая. Но и вместительность маленькая. Я думаю, даже если его сейчас проапгрейд. Ого. $35, да? 47. $41, да? Так, стоп, шершень первого уровня. Ладно. А у него урон-то ведь побольше, чем на остальных будет. Так, пока ставим. О, Грааль. Шикарно. Клейм. О, великолепно. Но это не для нас оружие. По поводу пистолетов. Фаланга. Скорпион. Ну, Скорпион, да, Скорпион самый мощный. Так, шершень. А, вот он. Увеличиваем урон, уменьшаем вес. Плюс 40, да? Ну что ж, пока ставим так. Так, потом дальше. Кто у меня еще чем пользуется? Скорпион. Так, Скорпион надо будет проапнуть. И... Вот, как там правильно назывался подробовик? Ага, Клеймор. Клеймор. Вот он. Это чуть не хватает, ладно. Но он пригодится. Теперь смотрим. Так, шлемы неплохо. М7, маска смерти. А, ближний бой дает. Страж, усиление щитов. То, что надо. Плечи, еще щиты добавим. Так, ага. Можно боезапас, можно урон увеличить. Оставляем урон. Так, по поводу рук. Урон ближнего боя. Ага, в голову урон от оружия. И жизнь. А, так чисто от оружия, да? Ну что ж, делаем так. А, черт, зря. Учитывая, что на инженерной палубе меня практически не с ним разговаривать.
Everything okay with the shuttle?
Just double checking the inertia dampener coils. Can be twitchy in these UT-47s. But don't worry, this bird's been rock solid.
I appreciate your dedication, but I don't want to see you burn out.
I know my limits. I wouldn't take a chance with your life.
So before this war, you must have done something to relax.
Sure. I remember back when the Hawking was based out of Arcturus and I was just a fighter jock. There was this observation deck overlooking the main flight paths. You could watch every ship taxi in and out. When I was alone, I'd turn off the auditory emulators and just watch them drift by in silence.
You know, there are views like that on the Citadel. Next time we're there, you should take some shore leave. Clear your head.
I don't know. Maybe.
Take some time off on the Citadel, Steve. As a favor to me.
If you put it that way, how can I say no?
You can't.
Вот, книга фактически приказ отдала.
Hey. Krogan and Turian still friends?
For now.
It's just gotta last until this war's over, I guess.
You mentioned a mission you had against the Collectors. What happened?
Pretty much what I said. Things went foobar, and I was one of the few to make it out. If you want the rest of the story, you're gonna have to get me really drunk, or...
Or what?
That's about it. Sorry, Commander. Just not interested in talking about that. Next topic?
You had a hard time leaving Earth. You still want to head back?
Hell yeah. But I get it now. It's not where I'd be most useful. Not yet, anyway.
We'll get back there.
I know. And I'll do whatever it takes to get us there, Commander.
Maybe no more shuttle crashes.
No promises now that I've gotten the taste for it. Besides, I like to keep Esteban on his toes.
You got family back on Earth?
Yeah, an uncle. Retired military. Got a few cousins I haven't heard from in a while.
You and your uncle close?
Yeah. He was the reason I joined the Marines, and was about the only good thing in my life after my mom died.
No dad?
He's there. Somewhere. But I'm not sure I'd call him family. Not anymore. I would like to find out how my uncle's doing.
What's with you and the nicknames?
It's just my way of remembering people. Some people just don't match their names, you know? So, I just give them a new one.
So I'm a Lola, huh?
Yeah, my best friend's sister growing up was Lola. Older sister. Hot. Tough.
Right. I take it you and Lieutenant Cortez know each other?
Yeah, Esteban did a stint on Fel Prime where me and my squad were stationed. I caught up with him on Earth a few months back. He's a good guy. Just don't tell him I said so. It'd go to his head.
I'll talk to you later.
You bet.
Ну, предысторию Веги, историю Веги, можно узнать из фильма, анимационного фильма. Mass Effect, по-моему, по Парагону,
Genevieve here, huh? This beats the hell out of reporting on the Milgram City Council.
I don't think I've heard of Milgram. Which planet is that again?
Beckenstein. It's right next door to the Citadel. I'm a colony kid. Commander, got a minute?
What do you want to know?
You've just implemented a cure for the Genophage. Millions of Krogan will start fighting the Reapers. What do you say to people who think humanity is starting another Rachni War and Krogan rebellions?
It's easy to remember the worst of Krogan history, but you also need to remember the best.
Meaning?
The Krogan were heroes once, and they want to be heroes again. We're giving them that chance.
Are you aware that Clan Urdnot is already petitioning the Council for an embassy and rights to a colony world?
The Krogan are coming to the aid of a Council homeworld. That's more than a lot of species can say. I helped them get the Genophage cure. Anything more is between the Council and the Krogan.
There it is, straight from Commander Shepard. Until tomorrow, this is Diana Allers. Good night and stay strong. Okay, I'll cut that together with the rest of the segment and send it to Command for approval.
Как скажешь. Там будет клеить, куда отправлять. Это уже не мои дела. Оружие, кстати говоря, лучше апгрейдить и то, которое таскают ваши союзники. В бою это дает очень хорошие... Так, куда опять взял сказать? Опять, кстати, напухает.
Any sign of life?
The Reaper destroyed by the Thresher Maw appears to be completely inert, Doctor. We would need to send in teams to be sure.
Out of the question. Tell the Krogan to stay away.
Working on anything?
I'm helping decode some of the Crucible's designs, or trying to. Theoretical particle physics based on specialized base 12 mathematics aren't exactly my specialty. We're cobbling together knowledge from disciplines that take lifetimes to master. I'd trade my last 100 years to resurrect even one Prothean scientist to help us.
Greetings, Commander.
Здесь его нет. Модель корабля. Так, куда интересно свалил газ?
What are you up to now?
I'm uploading data on the destroyed Reaper to the Turians. They are investigating possible Reaper structural weakness. Our data says Reaper capital ships such as Sovereign are of unique design. However, smaller Reaper destroyers bear similarities.
That one was small?
Relatively, yes. Ground attack ships are only 160 meters in height. Sovereign was approximately 2 kilometers.
Well, keep talking to the Turians. If there's a chink in the Reaper's armor, we all need to know it.
Ну давай кладу выбежим.
Edie doesn't pilot the Normandy, she is the Normandy.
No, she's a passenger in the Normandy, just like us. The ship was a spacefaring vessel before Edie even existed.
Engineer Donnelly is correct. The Normandy SR-2 was completely spaceworthy prior to my installation.
See, Edie agrees with me.
Edie's mind and the Normandy are a whole entity now. You couldn't just move the processors in the AI core to another ship.
Engineer Adams is correct. Processes that contribute to my self-awareness are spread throughout the ship.
See? Edie agrees with me.
But unlike Edie, our brains couldn't have existed without our bodies.
That is a requisite from being organic. You have to look beyond that limited definition of...
Edie can direct the Normandy with her thoughts. She sees, hears, and feels through the ship's sensor arrays. The Normandy is her body.
I've seen Edie's body, and its curves are a fine sight better than the Normandy's hull.
So what do you think, Edie?
Are we more than our thoughts?
I'm done. Any more of this and my head's gonna explode.
Commander, remember the problem I mentioned? About a core overload possibly venting into the engineering compartment? Daniels, Donnelly, Edie, and I have been brainstorming and comparing notes.
You see, the venting occurs when IES sinks are in a back cycle. At the same moment, the main core is at peak draw, such as from sustained kinetic.
What Kenneth means to say is that we're pretty sure we can make the system safer.
We just need a GX-12 thermal pipe. Unfortunately, we're cut off from Alliance supply chains. Could you keep an eye out for one the next time you're on the Citadel, Commander? I've got the specs right here.
I'll look for one the next time we go to the Citadel.
Thanks, Commander.
Those FBA couplings you got last tour are still holding up. Thanks again, Commander.
Power grid is in the green.
Commander, nice to see you again.
How are you settling in, Trainer?
I actually feel somewhat useful. It's been challenging to integrate data feeds for the War Summit.
How are the systems holding?
Well, I'm glad we performed stress tests.
Specialist Trainer has been extremely helpful. The accuracy of our war room data is a direct result of her work.
Thank you, Edie. I'm still getting used to all of this. In the lab, we'd hoard everything, piles of tech everywhere. Out here, it's like living out of a shoebox.
Life on an active ship always feels crowded at first. You'll get used to it.
Oh, it's not a bad thing. I've got no problems getting cozy. This is wonderful. Back in the lab, we had to hoard because we had no budget. Now, Edie, Ariake Tech uses a proprietary smart processing algorithm that could clean up our long-range data. Can we license it?
We can. Analyzing and applying the upgrade now. The algorithm should reduce long-range strategic combat data analysis time by 3%.
Impressive.
If it means getting the equipment I need, I can quite happily live out of a shoebox.
Это радует. Я так и не понял, куда делся газ.
All right, my turn. What's the first order an Alliance commander gives at the start of combat?
I give up.
Correct.
All right, big guy. What do you call it when a Turian gets killed by a horrible spiky monster?
Friendly fire. Come on, that one goes back to Shang-Chi.
You gotta respect the classics.
How many humans does it take to activate a dormant mass relay?
602. 600 to vote on it, 1 to ask the Asari for technical help, and 1 to request a seat on the council afterward. How do you know when a Turian's out of ammo?
He switches to the stick up his ass as a backup weapon. Why does the Alliance hire pilots with brittle bone disease?
You're shitting me. The Turian military has one about me?
Oh, absolutely. I heard it myself from a private back on Palaven.
All right, why does the Alliance hire pilots with brittle bone disease?
So their Marines can beat someone in hand-to-hand drills.
Damn, you need to tell James that one. Hey, what's the hardest part about treating a Turian who took a rocket to one side of his face?
Figuring out which side took the rocket.
Отлично. Ребята хохмят по-своему.
Never thought I'd see the Krogan and the Turians team up. Even the Reapers have to be a little nervous about pissing them off.
I'd say more than a little.
I'm sorry about Morden.
He was a good man.
Yeah, he was always running those tests. And one time he tagged me in the middle of the night to ask how many livers humans had. And this bump on my elbow? He said it was just a mild bone deformation, but I'm pretty sure he stuck a probe in there.
I'm glad it was just your elbow.
I always thought he was crazy. Useful, but crazy. Then he gives up his own life.
To save the Krogan. Doesn't do much to disprove the crazy theory, huh?
I guess not. But he was one of ours.
So now that we got the Krogan and the Turians, what now?
The Krogan help us turn the tide on Palaven. They can shoot at something useful for a change.
Dig till we hit daylight, huh? Works for me.
So how does it feel knowing Krogan will be singing songs about you until the end of time? I think it would be an honor.
There's enough misery in this universe. It's nice to see something go right for a change.
Can't say I've ever really witnessed history in the making like this. Well, except for Sovereign attacking the Citadel, and then there was the Collector base, but this one felt good. And let's hope Rex keeps running the show on Tuchanka. Maybe we should hire a food taster for him. Imagine the carnage if someone like that brother of his, Reeve, took over.
That could happen.
I know, it's a chance we have to take, but I have to say, if it wasn't my own world that needed the help, I might have taken that Solarian deal.
I could never bring myself to do that, no matter what I was offered.
I admire your restraint, Shepard. It's nice when we can save the galaxy without destroying another race along the way.
Let's hope our luck holds.
Hey, I know I used to rag on Garrus for being all angry, but I'm glad he's back. There's a whole lot of crap out there needs a bullet between the eyes. Plus, we might need something calibrated.
Надо что-нибудь калибровать. Там и то. Так, у нас есть вызов на цитадель. И парочка доп-квестов, насколько я помню. И сначала поговорим с Лиарой.
Liara, you had something you wanted to discuss in my cabin?
Yes, I'll be right up.
Come on in.
Thank you. Could we sit? I've been thinking about the knowledge we gathered on the Reapers, and how easily it could be lost again. So, I put a plan in motion to preserve things for the future.
What's this?
A record of the galaxy. Information on the Reapers, relays, different cultures, and blueprints of the Crucible. But there's one entry I wanted your opinion on.
Which one?
Your own. I'd be honored to have your input. How would you like history to remember you?
You know me well enough to fill in the blanks, Liara.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'd like it to be your call.
All right. Let's begin with the fact that Earth's most famous officer was born and raised in space. Shepard was an extremely talented biotic, and one of the most powerful fighters in the Alliance. She was a soldier and a leader, one who made peace where she could. And it was a privilege to know her.
Careful this doesn't sound like a diary.
I can't help myself. You're a good friend, Shepard.
You've been there for me too, Liara.
No, I haven't. I wish I could have joined you back on Ilium.
You made up for it.
Well, I suppose I did just write your name in the stars.
Вот так вот сделала аналог маяка в протеан первой части игры. Так, я хотел глянуть карту по поводу что у нас тут еще есть доп-квестов. Ну, это понятно. Посещение сервером, база следителей на видео. В общем, в следующем видео мы выполним 2 доп-квеста, после чего переговорим с советником. А на сегодня это все. Спасибо, что смотрели мое видео. Подписывайтесь на мой канал, ставьте лайки и дизлайки. И всем пока и удачи!